Hey gang, Minab here. Just wanted to jump in before the podcast to let you know what's going on. We're talking Marvel's Luke Cage on Netflix this week, so if you haven't seen it and you're trying to avoid spoilers, go watch the show, come back and listen to three dumb idiots talk about it for an hour. The gameplay you're seeing, if you're watching this on YouTube, is a free game I found called Treksit. I was browsing the math subreddit because I'm not a person who's attractive to people of the opposite sex. It's a game based on graph theory and this thing called bipartite graphs. Now, you don't even know what a bipartite graph is to enjoy the game. It's super relaxing and straightforward. You're probably seeing the instructions on screen now. I thought I'd try to mix up the visuals this week, and this playthrough ended up being about the length of a podcast, so I thought I'd chuck it in with the audio, with the three of us talking. I'll drop a link in the description for any of you interested in the game. You can play it in pretty much any browser. I'm using Chrome here. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you guys enjoy this week of the Quite Alright podcast, Marvel's Luke Cage. Let's get into it. Welcome, everyone, to the Quite Alright podcast, the podcast with the most consistent release schedule on the internet. I'm one of your hosts, Minab.
I'm Liam.
And I'm Matt. That was good.
I'm Matt.
That was good.
Episode 11, a couple years after episode 10 came out. We've all parted ways. I live in northern Alaska now. What about you guys?
I'm
I live in Mexico.
I don't know.
All right, then. Full divulgence. Tonight was all-you-can-eat ribs at Montana's, and I feel like a bloated porpoise. But let's do this, because more than my digestive system, what matters more than that is Marvel's Luke Cage. It's Monday. No, it's not. It's Wednesday, you dumb idiot. It's Wednesday, October 5th, 9:47 p.m.
It's Monday, my dude.
It is the day Luke Cage was released, and we watched all 13 episodes first day. When did you guys finish it? I think it took me like a couple days because this might allude to how I felt about the show, but I fell asleep a couple times watching it, so I had to restart some episodes.
How many did you ever binge watch? Like, what was the most you binge watched? So now,
all of it
for Daredevil, really? Jessica Jones.
No, I think I did 6 and 6.
For Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Daredevil Season
7.
2, and Luke Cage following tradition, I watched 1 or 2 episodes the first day, and then I try to watch the rest the Saturday. So I watched about, like with all of them, I watch about 10 episodes the Saturday, but I fall asleep through, so for this one, I watched episode 1 on Friday, then I watched 2 through 10, I believe, but I fell asleep through the 10th one, and then rewatched the 10th one, 11th, and 12th I watched on the Sunday, but that happened to me with literally every season because I just can't watch 10 episodes in a day.
So you finished on the Sunday, right?
Yeah, I finished on the Sunday,
so
a couple hours after.
Saturday, then.
You finished Saturday?
Yeah, I think so, because I finished before you.
I think, yeah, you told me Sunday that you finished it, you finished it before me. Some of us have jobs.
When did it come out again? Came out Thursday?
Friday.
No, Friday. Yeah, so I watched 6 and then 7. But not straight. Couldn't watch this.
Yeah, so
straight.
I watched it back to back, and then I let myself fall asleep from being dead tired, and then I'll wake up and I'll rewatch the episode.
Wait. Let's go back to this. Liam, did you just say you worked?
Yeah.
You can't say that. Like you just can't.
Falcone.
Like I know I don't. No. Listen, I know I don't work.
If
listen.
Falcone works 0 times, and I work even 1 time, that is an infinitesimal amount of times more.
I don't work. I know I don't work. But you can't complain that you were working. You worked one day.
I actually did. I worked.
Shut up.
No. I actually worked the Friday and Saturday, which upset me because I was like, I want to watch it all Friday, but I worked Friday and I worked Saturday.
You didn't call in sick. You didn't call in sick this time.
No, I actually didn't. I didn't.
This is getting grossly off topic.
Yeah, that's okay.
You're gross.
I don't know what else to say. So,
overweight.
There's no point in going into non-spoilers because, you're either gonna watch the show or not.
Just real quick before, if people want to know if they do want to watch it or not, Minab, should they watch it? Wait, let's start this. If they just want to watch Luke Cage, they haven't watched Daredevil or Jessica Jones, should they watch Luke Cage?
If you haven't watched any Marvel Netflix show, I wouldn't start on Luke Cage.
Okay, now if they have watched the other,
if you watch the other
shows?
Especially if you've watched Jessica Jones. Actually, no, especially if you watch Daredevil, because there are some integral characters from there.
Yeah.
I retract Jessica what Jones I said. Especially if you watch Jessica Jones, you should watch Luke Cage.
Anyways, I would say watch it either way. My dad's currently watching Luke Cage. He likes it better so far than he's only on the first few episodes, so take that with the first few episodes are actually they're slow, they're good build up, but we'll get into that. I'd say watch it either way, but yeah, it's much more helpful if you watch the other shows first.
It got
And
worse as
Falcone?
it went on.
Huh?
Like the so like the case of Daredevil season 2, this show didn't have to be 13 episodes.
I think all of them, every single show can end on 10 episodes. It's annoying that they're all 13.
I don't know.
Because they all peak at about 10, and then they just plateau. Which is, it's not like it goes down, but it's just like they hit their high point, and then it's
going
stretched
down.
out.
I'm yelling timber.
Timber.
You better move. To make it out, how did they fall timber? All right. But that's part of it. So so you start.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's moved from.
He's
I
sweeping
believe,
up, isn't he? Isn't he
Yeah,
sweeping up?
he's in Pops.
In Pops.
Yeah, the
Up.
up until about episode 6, it's a very much character development, and even though you may know who Luke Cage is, they're still developing his character, how he came to be, what he's doing now, how he doesn't want to be on the streets. He doesn't want to be
The
this,
streets.
as we talk about, this fucking hero for hire that they hit over your head every other episode.
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught that, but every other episode, someone's like, "Oh, you're my hero. I'm not a hero." Dude, people would hire you. I'm not for hire.
I'm not a hero for hire. I'm
Hire.
Marvel's Luke Cage. He said that at one point.
Yeah,
So-
at one point.
So you start. It's really funny. They introduce you to this really likable character, Pop, in episode 1, and they kill him in episode 2. Spoiler alert. Is it episode 2? I think yeah.
No, it's
It's
later
episode
on
2.
than that.
It's
It's
episode 2.
episode
Is
2.
it actually?
Yeah.
I just rewatched episode 2 with my dad. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot happens in episode
Oh
2.
my god.
Yeah. It's really
That's a
fast. Like
quick-
the show
that's
picks
a
up
really
pretty fast
fast.
with killing off some great characters.
Yeah.
I know,
That's
it
why it
felt
shouldn't
longer.
be 13 episodes long.
Yeah, because there are
But-
two. They kind of segment the show in halves because
They do.
They're-
Literally right at episode 6. Because
there are two
The main
villains.
villain. Yeah.
Which and the villain that they replace him with is objectively worse. Like I would
Wait,
have.
who are you talking about? Are you talking about
god-awful.
Black Mariah or are you talking about Diamondback?
Jesus Christ, Liam! It's 2016.
No,
But yeah,
they literally
I know,
call
that's
her
what
Black
yeah.
Mariah. Fuck off.
So there are 3 main villains in main 3.
I don't have
you know
a
what?
problem with
I'm
the
gonna count
blacks.
Shades.
I
There's,
like
there's
them.
4. There's 4
I
villains.
like Shades. I
I fucking
really
love
like
Shades.
Shades.
We'll get to Shades. This is a Shades devoted
I
podcast.
mean, like we
If you noticed,
talked
a
about one
lot
episode and
of
we just went on to, like, the seventh.
Diamondback and
There are 4
and,
main villains
Seagate.
in the series. Let's just get that out of the way. There's
get that out of the way.
there's Cornell Cottonmouth Stokes, and he gets very upset when you call him Cottonmouth.
Cottonmouth.
Did you guys know that
Mariah.
Cottonmouth was a snake? I thought that was like a slur of some sort, but it's just a
Yeah,
a
so
snake.
did I.
I'm like, what is? All right,
Wait.
okay.
wait, what do you mean?
That was a snake.
Cottonmouth is a type of snake.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was like a
Because
slur where they made fun of.
Diamondback
like
is
snakes.
supposed to be what
Yeah.
a snake, isn't he?
Diamondback snake too.
Yeah,
Diamondback. No, but Diamondback is supposed to be a snake in like the comics, isn't he?
he has like a
has
dumb
snake
snake
skin.
cop. He has a dumb snake costume. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
he
that was
wears
the
the
costume
costume
that he had in
at
the-
the end.
I don't even.
No,
know.
at the end of
We'll
the-
talk about that. Like we can't
We'll
jump
talk
to
about
that.
later. Talk
So
about
there's-
that later.
There is his cousin
the last
Mariah
episode
Dillard.
already.
And Mariah Dillard was a character who came in the comics in the 70s, so she was named with the creativity of the comic writers in the 70s. So her supervillain name is just Black Mariah, the
Yeah.
laziest supervillain name.
And the last one.
And then the last one
is
is what is his name? Willis Stryker, or
Diamondback striker.
yeah.
Diamondback.
But let's go sequentially. So
However, I would say there's another villain though.
Harlem,
Who?
racism, the police.
Yeah, racism definitely a villain.
Jesus Christ, guys. No, what the fuck's a Burstein? I think Dr. Noah Burstein.
Oh, I don't think he's. All right, we'll get to that, please. Okay, so
Well, no. Only because of Hammer Tech.
yeah,
I
so
understand he doesn't really.
I think of
like-
the 4 series, this one's the most closely related to like the movies because they keep
Yeah.
referencing.
Fucking
Actually,
hit
you know what?
Over the head with everything.
Well, they say like so Justin Hammer was the secondary villain in Iron Man 2, the Sam Rockwell character.
And the last
who I
one we
really
see
liked.
is
The
in
flamboyant Sam
I really liked
Rockwell
him. He was
character.
in when Marvel used to do their one shots. He was in like a an Iron Man 2 one shot.
Now,
It's really
meta
like
theory.
Yeah.
Have you heard what people? So at the end of Iron Man 2, we see the last time we see like the hammer tech and all that shit. He's in Seagate prison. In Luke Cage, we learned that the rich live underneath Seagate, and they're doing their testing in their shit. Luke's in Seagate. There is hammer tech technology being played. So, do you think he'll come back, hammer tech and all that shit?
I don't know.
I
Sam
think it's the
Rockwell.
same person though.
I think Sam Rockwell would do like a TV, like a guest appearance.
People
He was on
are
stuff. He was in
hoping
things.
for Serpent Society as well, but
I mean, I guess, but
no, I'm just saying what the people say.
So they took a really original idea this season, is that you have one disenfranchised hero trying to take down a criminal empire, because they haven't done that for the past 4 seasons. So you had like the first half of the season, I say, follows the same beats of Daredevil season 1.
Yeah.
Especially you have like them trying to dismantle a criminal empire, and then there's a whole episode devoted to like humanizing the villain, and trying to show like that they had an abusive parental figure.
Yeah.
And this time they're flipping the genders, in that it was Cottonmouth's is Mama Mabel their grandmother or their aunt?
Their grandmother.
It's
I think.
his.
Is it his mother? I never got it. Uncle Pete, I know, is her, like, Mariah Dillard's father.
And it's his
So
uncle, because he's their cousin.
There's some familial ties, and there's some abuse in the Stokes family.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it worked a little better than in Daredevil, to try to humanize the villain. Like, you kind of understand, because you're informing both motivations of Mariah and Cottonmouth.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, it makes more sense logically, as opposed to like Wilson Fisk just beats the fuck out of kills his father one day. Like there's you can see a progression.
His father because he's beating on his mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's why he loves
There's
Vanessa. There's a lot of beating. There's a lot of beating.
There's a lot of beating in these.
So Cottonmouth is your main villain for the first half of the season. And and like for the first 2 episodes, he's kind of, Luke Cage kind of has him in like on the fringes. Like he's not his main antagonist. Like Luke Cage has like humble ambitions to clean up Harlem and stuff like that. But it's not until the end of episode 2.
He's no hero for hire, though.
Yeah, Cottonmouth. But by the end of episode 2, why do they shoot up Pop's barbershop?
They shoot him because what's his name? Fuck. Okay, so in the first episode, they're planning that like getaway, they're planning that really amateur heist, and then there's 2 kids left.
Right, Chico, Dante, and
Chico, Dante, and
Shamik. Ooh, that memory.
Yeah. And so
fuck that memory.
Chico's the only one left alive with the money, and so he's hiding out at Pop's. Turk overhears this and goes and tells them.
Is it Turk or Tone?
Sees him.
Oh no, Turk. Turk is the one who plays chess with. Mr.
With
Billy
Bobby
Bish.
Fish.
Bobby Fish.
So
he sees him, doesn't he? Yeah, he does, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he sees him, and like he's cool there, everything. But then,
Yeah.
Luke Cage tells him to get out because he's being a dick. So Turk tells him whatever.
And then Tone starts feeling himself in the words
he was
of the
obviously there for that reason.
Tone, who's an underling of Cottonmouth, he's like his. I guess he's his second in command. Before Shades come in,
and so he goes and shoots it up, and Cottonmouth's pretty angry that he went and shooting up because he wasn't supposed to.
One of the best scenes of the show, I think, is when Cottonmouth finds out what happens at the bar, and he just throws Tone off a building. When Turk comes to collect his money, he says, "You can collect your money from Mr. Tone downstairs."
And then he's like, "I'm going back to Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
Y'all are too crazy."
I think he dropped the N-word. They love the N-word in this show.
He 100% dropped.
He definitely did drop
They
it.
love.
I'm not repeating it though.
I don't know what the writing staff is. I think there's only like 3 writers on this show, but I'd love to know the
No,
race.
it's not. It's definitely more.
No, they keep it pretty.
They keep
it pretty small in these shows.
Not with directors though.
What's that? Oh yeah, because there's a
for
new.
like every episode.
Well, yeah.
2 people, including 2 people plus who created the writing. So 3 people wrote all 13 episodes. 2 people helped on 10 of the episodes, and then a bunch of people did 1 episode.
I'd like to know the racial dynamic in the show because it's kind of relevant.
Okay, you want to know? In
Yeah.
in 13 episodes, John Romita Jr.
Oh, he's a comic book writer.
And he's not black.
He writes. He's Hispanic, I think. He writes.
Archie Goodwin.
That's ambiguous.
Um,
For those who don't know,
like
John Romita Jr. is drawing All-Star Batman with Scott Snyder right now, and he wrote. And he drew Kick-Ass. Yeah.
So Chio Hodari Coker.
Yeah.
He's known for Notorious, Luke Cage, and Southland. He is of descent.
I love the awkward pauses in the show.
Yeah,
I just want objective answers. Like, all right, no, because there's
Why'd you say African American?
they also mention
Maybe he's not African.
they also
Maybe he's
mention
Haitian.
Okay, then he's.
What if he's fucking Haitian?
to what is that song? She from Africa, but she fuck me like she Haitian. I don't know what that means, but it's a good tune. She said "Hola, cómo está?" She said "Konnichiwa."
Konnichiwa.
What is that song called? Completely derailed. So, I just wanted to understand the racial dynamic because they love using the N-word in this show. Like, more than...
They really do.
Not as much as, like, Quentin Tarantino and The Hateful Eight. I don't know if you've seen that, but they're, like... The N-word is basically in that movie. Like, whenever they need to take a pause or a break, they'll just say the N-word.
Yeah.
Racially, like, the show is mostly... it takes place in Harlem, so they're staying genuine, I think.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I like the show. It was really grounded to what Harlem is. Mm-hmm. They dealt with Harlem issues, and they dealt with that through the media a lot. They didn't, like, so there... I mean, like, we're not going to go episode by episode guide, but we really shouldn't because that's not a review. But they dealt through it through the media, but also there was police brutality, but there wasn't the racial police brutality that you're seeing in the news now. They didn't touch on that because the only police brutality there was black on black.
Well, there's a bit of that in later of the season when Method Man, greatest cameo, Method Man from Wu-Tang Clan shows up, drops a fire drops a fire track about Luke Cage, and in that, like, while you're seeing while you're hearing him rap about Luke Cage, there's this, like, iconography in the show of Luke Cage walking around with a sweater with bullet holes in it because he's bulletproof.
Yeah.
So there's this movement in Harlem that they start selling shirts with bullet holes in them
to back him
Yeah,
up.
as in, like, a stand of solidarity with him.
Yeah, but if you
started in
notice,
that-
most
in
of
the
the
same
so
thing,
there are
right?
there are some cops
In
that
what?
What?
In the same store that he helped out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right after Stan Lee's cameo.
Right,
Yeah.
Stanley has a very, like, you blink and you miss it. He's on a poster in front of a bodega. Whereas
well,
was it Daredevil where he's like a police chief photo?
I think so.
Yeah.
And then Jessica Jones, I don't even remember what he was. I don't know if he was in that, probably. Did you know recently, breaking news, they filmed 4 Stan Lee cameos for upcoming Marvel movies? Because he gonna die.
Let's see.
They
Doctor
must-
Strange is already done.
They must have scanned him. They must have, like,
Oh yeah.
3D
They have
scanned
to.
him and, like,
They
made
have
him
to.
sit,
Well,
made him
let's
sit in,
see.
like, a vocal booth and, like, get...
What would they have? They would have Spider-Man. They would have
Well, they have...
Wolverine.
You have to assume Strange is done.
Yeah, Strange is done.
I don't
No,
think
sorry. Are you talking about Marvel Studios or are you talking about all Marvel, like they form Marvel projects right now?
Marvel Studios.
Okay.
So not
Well,
X-Men.
'cause- okay.
So it's going to be Spider-Man.
Oh my God! Could we just
Black
really
Panther,
quickly
other
talk
things.
about Logan?
Oh, yeah. So that
Oh,
is
man.
the thing. Ryan Reynolds
God.
is in it? No.
Yeah.
That was a
That's
really funny
Ryan
tweet.
Reynolds,
That was a funny tweet. The poster of Logan he's holding, I don't know, a child's hand.
X-23.
Is it? Oh, have they confirmed that? Or is that
No, they
assumed?
haven't. I'm just saying it.
Okay, maybe. No, you would see the two little things. You'd see her little.
Maybe not yet. Who
You
knows?
see Hilda things.
You see her two little adamantium claws. Oh yeah, but the hand is facing away, so you don't know if they're just about to poke out. You know, I thought that was like a normal sized human hand. So I'm like, Hugh Jackman's hand is fucking huge. But then it dawned on me.
No, you're an idiot.
So huge like Jackman. I want to step backman.
Pac-Man, artwork. No,
Jizz
Okay,
is
go
cold like Macran. Okay.
Anyways, so where were we?
it's freezing. It's
The racial
absolutely
dynamic of the show. So I like. I'd be interested to see what the show would look like in a less politically tumultuous year than 2016, because there's a lot of like Black Lives Matter iconography and Black Lives Matter ideology in the show.
Yeah, that's really done through Mariah before she becomes the villain. Really, where she's saying we have to remember that Harlem is black and we got to keep it. And
Yeah, keep Harlem black is one of her,
keep Harlem black. Yeah,
which is I don't know.
like
I don't know. It sheds light on like the political climate that it's in, but I feel like I don't think the show would have been worse if they hadn't interjected all that political political undertones.
I think
it would have been different.
I don't
know. I would have
been different. I don't know if it would have been better.
Like.
Yeah,
sure. So and then after the shooting, the rivalry between Cottonmouth and Luke Cage gets more like
intense,
aggressive. I like most of their scenes where they're speaking. A lot of people were worried that Mike Coulter wouldn't like have the acting chops to pull a lot of the dramatic scenes off. I think he did pretty well.
He did pretty well. And what I'm liking a lot is Marvel seems to be getting all these castings right.
I think so. Yeah.
They're really fitting the character. They're fitting.
I forget what the actress's name for. Oh, Alfred Woodard. She plays Mariah Dillard. She did a great job of just making me hate that character. Mariah Dillard is like such an asshole.
Yeah.
I believe she's also the one that went up to Tony Stark in Civil War.
Oh, really?
She's the same actress. Yeah.
That can't be intentional. Is it really?
No, it's not intentional. They're different characters, and
what are they doing about that? Like what?
Tony Stark really wanted her, and they came out afterwards saying that Marvel Studios had no idea she was casting Luke Cage.
What?
That's a show.
That just shows
that they really care about that.
They really that just shows how their
know.
intention. Oh, so that's great. So she's gonna. Okay, so then if the Netflix characters are in gonna be in Infinity War, then Mariah Dillard has to be killed off by then.
Yeah,
because that's gonna be a great scene. Didn't I see you in the? Didn't your son die? Didn't your son die? And
did you come up to me and
didn't you tell me off at MIT? What's that? That's really funny. That's hilarious. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, and also
good job, Marvel. Fucking idiots.
Oh what's their mother's name? She was also
Martha.
Another character in something.
Martha.
Yeah, Martha.
Whose mother?
Why'd you say that name?
Mama Mabel?
Mama Mabel. She was also a character in another Marvel show. In another Marvel movie.
Mama keeps whites bright like June. The sunshine. Mama's got them. Must say Mama June. All right. There's a weird. And then I want to talk about Shades for a little bit, because Shades is my favorite. Highlight. Shades is my favorite character in the show.
For sure.
Him and Luke Cage.
I have a kind of problem with. Yeah, I don't know. I like Cage because I like Shades because he's obviously like always the smartest person in the room.
Yeah.
And even though he's like an underling, he doesn't take shit from people.
He doesn't, but he's also playing his own game.
For sure. And there's this weird like romantic tension that's you never really believe with him and Mariah Dillard.
Yeah.
And then they awkwardly just throw mouths against each other. It's like, get out of here. What are you doing? So, but and Shades' progression is really interesting because he's with Luke Cage like from the very beginning, because you see the origin episode.
In Seagate.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 2 episodes? I can't tell. Like they started to bleed together after a while. Do they cover Seagate in 1 or 2 episodes? I think.
I think further on, because my dad and my mom were wondering how he got his powers, and I was like, well, if you don't know yet, then it's probably episode 3 and 4 where they really get into it. If
you don't know, now you know. It's fine. Everything's fine. So, yeah, the Seagate episodes were interesting. There's kind of
changed the backstory a bit.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with creative freedom. I mean, like,
And I don't think Luke Cage is like that beloved of a character, so you can take whatever liberties you feel like.
And I really think they should, because comics being adapted straight into movies or TV shows don't work. You have to change a few things. They have to make sense.
Yeah, well, like Iron Fist, I think they have to take some liberties with that just for like budgetary reasons.
Did you see?
He can't go to every like monastery in the world.
Yeah, there was a cameo of Iron Fist.
The cameo at the very end.
Oh, really?
Or an Easter egg.
Easter egg.
I didn't.
Sorry.
Is it after the credits? Is it after credits?
No. Rosario Dawson.
She takes
Claire,
the
she
karate
takes the
thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's both for her character, and then also the studio is Iron Fist's friend or something, or the studio he's at, something like that.
Well, the DA from Jessica Jones makes an appearance.
Mm-hmm.
I like him. He's the DA, right? Or no, he's the
That's
ADA.
where he was from.
Did
He's
this
the
annoy
assistant,
you guys? Okay,
District Attorney, yeah.
I don't know if you remember in Jessica Jones. I'm pretty sure only once did Claire say, "I know someone."
I know a guy
But
named
in
Luke
this-
Cage.
Oh, they said it so many times.
No, she says it a lot. Like every time, like you see.
I know a lawyer. I know a
in this-
lawyer.
In this series,
I know a really
every
good
single
lawyer.
fucking time, she's like, "I know a guy.
know
I know a
somebody.
lawyer. I know."
She
a good
never
attorney."
mentions.
I know somebody.
Oh no, she mentions Jessica Jones too, because that's how she introduces herself.
Yeah, that's what she's like. Jessica. Yeah.
He said, "I cleaned you up when your
Yeah,
girlfriend was."
He's like, I don't know who you are.
How do you not know? Like, what are you doing, Luke Cage? What have you been doing for 3 months? How did you forget that? When you almost died, what are you doing?
When you almost died and she saved your life? What the fuck are you?
Well, he ran out. Remember?
What's that?
He ran out. He ran.
Oh, is that right? Does
Yeah.
he not show up for the rest of the show?
He doesn't.
Oh, okay. Well then, and they make some
Now-
vague references to Jessica Jones. Like,
Yeah, but he had to see her.
yeah, he had to know.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying, like, they never had a formal goodbye. Like, she turns around and he's gone.
Because I think timeline-wise, this takes place like 3 or 4 months after Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
You don't remember who saved your life
It
3
takes
months
place
before?
after Daredevil season 2, though.
What's that? It takes place.
It
what?
takes after Daredevil season 2 because they mention the Punisher.
Yeah, they say Frank fucking could
Frank
do
Castle.
this. Could do this with normal bullets. Imagine what they could do
Yeah.
with Judas.
Do you...
They call it the Judas bullet.
Fuck, what was I going to say? Oh, this upsets me.
That's right, Liam. We'll wait. All right, no one. Oh wow. All right,
We're
no
waiting.
one. Everyone. Everyone, ignore this. Don't worry. Everything's fine. Believe
There will be a silence right now. We'll wait for him to figure out what he's saying.
We were talking about
Judas.
Frank Castle. He had a fucking thing to his head. No, I just don't remember.
Well, welcome back, everyone. After that 4-hour silent pause,
It's
I
just
think we're
gone
all.
for
A
me.
little, I think we're all a little bloody knackered.
It took him 4 hours to figure out that he didn't remember
It
it.
took him 4 hours to let go of it.
This is the next day. We stopped recording and now we're back.
Iron. This is March 16th, 2017. Iron Fist is coming out tomorrow. This podcast is useless. I like that the show. So yeah, up until so I didn't really think the show was great. Up until episode 6, I thought it was fine, but like the beats were following the exact same as Daredevil, and it was kind of annoying. But then in episode 6, there's this like aggressive turn.
Flick at the switch.
Look at that switch. Where spoiler alert, Mariah Dillard kills Cottonmouth in like aggressively.
Oh yeah.
And I thought that was great. I thought that was like a really good turn of events. I was kind of bummed though because I really liked Cottonmouth as a villain.
Yeah, it was. He was such a good villain.
Like he
I
was
also like how
then,
they showed his death. They showed him die. He's
Yeah.
not coming back.
yeah.
Because with a lot of, as in comic books, if you don't see a character die, they're not dead. And like I still think Kilgrave's too good of a villain and too good of an actor to David Tennant, right? To
Yeah. That
have him
doctor.
gone. He's too good. They wouldn't, and all you see is her snap his neck.
He's
He
too
falls to the
good
ground,
for you.
and that's it.
Yeah, but Cottonmouth is dead.
Cottonmouth's dead. Yeah.
So they're not doing any like the next one after Iron Fist is Defenders, right? They're not doing a second season.
Yeah, I believe.
Well, they're actually filming Jessica Jones season 2 back to back with filming the Defenders.
Defenders,
Punisher.
Defenders. They're filming Punisher now.
Punisher,
Yeah,
they're
they're
filming now.
yeah.
They haven't started Defenders, so it seems like it's going to be Iron Fist, Punisher, Defenders, Jessica Jones season 2. Then I guess Daredevil season 3.
Before I forget, I thought there was gonna be a lot more like cameos in it.
Yeah.
Like with Daredevil and Punisher and all.
Well,
of them.
no, I never expected Daredevil or any of them to show up because they have to establish these characters on their own. They can't.
Well,
Daredevil
Daredevil
was gonna be like later on.
Like Daredevil didn't have.
Well,
did Jessica Jones have any Daredevil cameos?
No, it didn't, and that's the
like
problem.
Daredevil's the only one to not have crossed over with the others.
The second you, the problem is, so they had Daredevil first, right? So the second, especially with Jessica Jones, the second you bring in, besides Luke Cage, right? Because Luke Cage, they are introducing him. So I thought they'd introduce Iron Fist in this because they're best friends, Iron Fist and Luke Cage.
They're boys.
In the comics. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I'm surprised they didn't do that. But I knew Daredevil wouldn't show up. That's why the fucking Easter eggs of mentioning Daredevil was annoying. Because like the second you bring him in, you're basically saying that character's not strong enough to fight his own battles. Like
Fair.
Jessica,
Maybe he isn't.
I mean, like he fought and won.
Here's the thing: is it me or are the action scenes in the show like really terrible? Like they're not good.
Oh my god, they're so bad.
Like
they're so bad.
I think the novelty
when he
of
punches,
having.
I swear, like you can see him miss him. Like you can just be like, eh. And he just
There's
misses
only
him.
one. There's only one specifically that I remember. In episode, I think it's like episode 10 or 11. Luke is bringing Domingo out of a building, and the explosion is like a Windows Movie Maker fucking explosion.
I like the fight scene. I think it was episode 3. I think it was episode 3 when he goes into the building and he grabs the door. The
Crispus thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like why did he didn't
they
need
tease
that?
Well, that's his fighting style, right?
Well, there's the one that they showed in the teaser trailer that got everyone really excited, where he says, it's the one where he goes to Domingo's like boxing. What is that building called? Gym. There we go.
Map clearly doesn't know gyms.
Of course.
So yeah, and then he says something. He says, "I'm getting sick and tired of having to buy new clothes." And you get the idea that this is going to be like a fun show, and the fights are going to be like well choreographed. But like that and the Crispus Attucks fight are the best in the show, and they're kind of
and they're the only ones.
And the novelty wears off really quickly. Like in Jessica Jones, she's limited, and there's like you, and they show you that she can lose because like guys with tasers beat her and Luke Cage up. But in this show, he's fucking invincible, and it's like there's no stakes in any of these fights.
Yeah, until the Judas bullets come into effect.
Which seems like Go ahead.
No, I agree. Where like the fights weren't the best, but I mean like the fights will never be Daredevil's, because Daredevil is martial until Iron Fist, I think.
Go ahead.
Daredevil's fights are martial arts, right?
Yeah.
Martial arts fighting will always be more interesting to watch than some guy just punching.
Are you doing a Rubik's Cube?
The director of Ang Lee's The Hulk would disagree with you, which is Ang Lee. What? You can't prove that? Yeah, can you hear it?
yeah, I can hear the Rubik's Cube.
Hold on. I'm just gonna do it really quick.
There you go. It's even better.
So, look at that.
Talk about the fight scenes again.
All he's doing is going left,
down.
down. That's all he's doing.
When he's picking up and throwing people, it's super weird.
Yes, I was gonna say that, but you guys were on and on about Rubik's Cubes.
There's also
you gotta really speak up.
There's also at the end. I want to go back.
Liam.
There's Liam.
Liam and Minab. Shut up for a second.
All right, yeah. What were you about to say, buddy?
Okay.
What were you about to say, buddy?
So at the end of the
when
series,
he picks up
Minab,
and throws people, it's really bad.
Yeah,
it
shitty.
looks like they're getting dragged by a friggin' pulley and like just like flying, which they are. But like people like hide it better.
The second and worst villain in the series is Diamondback, and he has like this undefined hammer tech device that is like a power glove, and he punches people with it. And every time he punches someone with it, they go flying, and it looks ridiculous.
Cage killing him.
Yeah, there's this big plot, like this plot line in the show, or this big like moment in the plot where Diamondback, who is Willis Stryker, who is revealed to be Luke Cage's half brother, because Luke Cage was born Carl Lucas,
being the miracle child.
Yeah, because his mother couldn't have children, and then 2 years after Willis Stryker was born, he was a miracle child.
He was a miracle child.
His
miracle.
So a miracle. Luke Cage, Carl Lucas's father was a reverend who had a floozy secretary, and they
Indeed.
And they had intercourse, and so they had a child out of wedlock who was Will Stryker, and then 2 years later they had Luke Cage, and there's this tension around them because it's the same plot as did any of you see Spectre? James Bond? No? It's fine. Alright, Jesus. The idea that like it makes the motivation for making this entire criminal empire and killing someone and like gaining millions of dollars to get these specific bullets is because like you were the second most loved child. It's like, all right. I like Cottonmouth's motivation where like he's forced to kill his uncle and shit and like grew up on the streets. I guess they grew up on the streets of Georgia. I don't know how hard Savannah, Georgia is.
We didn't talk about why Cottonmouth died.
I did. Yeah, Mariah Dillard kills him out of passion. You're not listening, Matt.
No, I was listening.
Nope, you're not.
About the conversation they have. Yeah. I really like. Yeah, Matt, you take this one. You take the reins, bud.
I'm good.
Oh yeah, are you? Okay. So
no.
Yeah, go for it, buddy.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Go ahead.
So they're having a heated conversation. I don't know why they're upset at each other.
They're upset because
he shoots Thing, right? He shoots.
Well, yeah, but the tension's building throughout the episodes where although Mariah is trying to be as clean as possible, she's still obviously doing dirty business. Getting the money is very bloody, very dirty through Cottonmouth.
Yeah, she spent all the money that she had before on that club.
The club.
And he was complaining that he had to give the money back. He had to give the money back.
Come on, man.
Taxpayers' money. And
yeah, but the thing was, she kept saying, like,
away.
don't tell me how you're getting this money. Just give me the money. I need the money for my campaign, whatever. I don't want to be involved. So they're having this heated argument because, like, I think she sees or hears and she's like, you're getting too loud on this. Minab just disappeared.
Everything's fine.
Minab's gone.
Everything's fine.
Minab died.
Everything's fine.
Anyway, so then they're getting mad, and Cottonmouth's just like, I seen the way you walked around your uncle or whatever.
Uncle Pete's house.
You wanted it.
Half naked, you wanted it. And then she goes insane.
Wanted to get rich.
By you wanted
it.
By you wanted, I assume she means like molested. What? Do they go into that? I assume she means molested.
I'm assuming yes.
Yes, they did go into it.
But they don't actually say yes, it happened.
I didn't want it.
And then
I didn't want it. And then
so there's this big circular window in the club that he looks over to. Like, we should talk about the musical acts. The musical acts are great in the show.
Yeah.
But there's this big circular window that he looks over on the second floor of the club, and he looks down on the club, and she hits him in the back of the head with a bottle, and he falls through, and then she in the club, and then she smashes his head with a microphone stand.
That's important. The bottle does not break. That's very important.
And then Shades, the smartest villain in the show, collects the bottle and makes her change into a dress.
The best villain in the show.
Yeah, and he makes her change.
You're gonna put the clothes you have on now in the bag. You're going to take the clothes out of the garment bag and put them on. That's
Matt. This is a spot on impression. And then they have a plan to frame Luke Cage for Cottonmouth's dead. For Cottonmouth's
I can't believe
he puts a cloth on and then he punches the shit out of him.
Yeah, no, he puts the dishwasher gloves on.
Yeah.
And then they find the glove. Yeah.
And then he just
punches the fuck out of his corpse.
When Diamondback has the glove on, right, and he's like, I'm gonna frame Luke Cage. This is later on in the episodes,
and then
he's running around saying, I'm Luke Cage,
and then
I'm Luke.
Yeah.
What fucking dumbass does that?
Like his whole plan.
If you were gonna kill a cop,
would you yell out your name? I don't think so.
I'm Luke Cage.
What about in Captain America Civil War when they're framing Bucky? Why did they not say, I'm Bucky Barnes?
That would have worked. It would have worked even more. They didn't even need to like do the facial like, was it what was the plot in that movie? Like, does he get a plastic surgery, or is it a mask?
Who? What are you talking about?
The guy who blows up the UN and looks like Winter Soldier.
No,
in Civil War. Did no one watch?
He just had long hair.
Did no one watch Civil War?
I swear he just.
Oh really?
He just had long hair.
He just looks like him. Oh okay. Well then.
Fucking plastic surgery.
I thought that there was a whole that.
Whatever. He did the same thing. He did the same thing that.
He should have just yelled on Luke Cage.
ScarJo did. That ScarJo did in Winter Soldier.
In Lucy. What does she do?
No. She has the face.
Oh yeah, she has a face. She does have the face thing, that like changes her hair color. Oh no, she's wearing a wig.
No.
Right. Is she
She's wearing a wig and she changes into the old lady.
And you see Nick Fury's dumb, gross eye. So
yeah,
this is great.
Keep staying on
eyes open.
Yeah, they mention. I don't understand where the Marvel Universe takes place because like it takes place in a world where Wu-Tang Clan exists, and then they also mention Quentin Tarantino, whose movies all feature Sam Jackson, who's in this universe. So I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They have characters going in. They're playing multiple characters. They got she's a politician and also
Nick Fury is not only Nick Fury, but he is an actor.
Yeah, he's
multiple movies.
No, Minab.
Life's rough. You got to pay the bills. You got to be director of S.H.I.E.L.D. and acclaimed actor Samuel Jackson. Yeah.
Have you heard the theories and the speculation going around with Punisher being in S.H.I.E.L.D.? This is going a little bit off, but it's still about Netflix. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. The producer went to the thing.
The producer going to the... Yeah, the only reason I kind of bring this up is because no other producer of the Netflix shows went on the S.H.I.E.L.D. premiere.
Matt's eyes are audibly rolling. I can hear the sound of Matt's eyes rolling.
No, the only reason I say
didn't
this
you
because...
say that the
producer Punisher also produces on Daredevil though, so
is it the same producer?
No, he's on both. Like so Daredevil has multiple producers.
Daredevil's on it too.
Well, if you think about it,
the only other reason is because, do you remember at the end of Daredevil season 2?
I do.
When
I was there.
He grabs, Punisher grabs the disc with that guy's name on it. That is his supplier in the comics.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not talking to you, Falcone.
Yeah.
Because I explained this to Falcone already, and he's being a piece of shit. Anyways, in S.H.I.E.L.D. in season 1, whatever, that same guy knows Daisy. Daisy knows him. But besides that, do you remember Fan
What's his name again?
When John Bartholomew
did your lights just turn off?
What's that?
I swear Liam's lights just turned off behind him. It scared the hell out of me.
Oh my god, holy shit. Holy shit, turn around. Oh my god, the Purge. Can we talk about the clown epidemic going on? What the fuck is going on?
Besides there's a clown behind you, Liam.
I saw a video on Twitter of a guy punching a clown, and the clown is knocked out now, and it's like clowns shouldn't mess with me.
Did you see what happened at that university? Where was it? Tennessee or was it
Tennessee?
Tennessee, where the university students, like 1,500 of them, I swear.
Oh, it was Penn State. It was Penn State.
Oh, Penn State.
Penn State, known for Jerry Sandusky, the pedophile football coach.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And other things. I don't know. They probably have a...
Probably football.
Anyways,
they probably have a good... Probably football. Probably football.
Oh, no.
I don't like the second villain in this show. Like, I don't like Willis Stryker at all. He's too biblical.
Willis Stryker was not...
he's not dead, so...
His motivations are weird. Like, I'm the second most loved child, and I'm not going to kill my sister. And he's far too biblical, and God's not real. And
are we wrapping this up soon? Because I want to. All right, can we talk about the last thing that I want to talk about, or no?
What's that?
Do you guys want to talk? I want to talk about his costume.
His costume is so dumb.
His costume is so dumb.
I get that he needs to have the helmet so Luke Cage just doesn't punch him in the face. That's a dumb helmet.
Yeah, but like
it's a bad helmet. It's a bad costume.
Terrible.
Oh, are you talking about the whole Diamondback's costume?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do
his armor.
They do a throwback to Luke Cage's costume for like 20 seconds.
Yeah, that was cool.
When he breaks out of Seagate.
Mm-hmm. The whole but that's a dumb. That is a dumb costume.
It's supposed to be what snakeskin though, isn't it? Because like in the comics, that is his armor and that is his costume.
No, he has like a suit that looks like the one that he's wearing, and then he gets like a costume with like a cobra head on it.
Yeah,
it's just Luke Cage doesn't have the best villains, so I guess you got to work with what you're working with.
Yeah, that whole fight scene, that whole last fight scene was not good.
Yeah, there's speaking of bad special effects, there's a part where like he throws Luke Cage into a van, and it does not look great.
Yeah, he bounces up and then
bounces back. Yeah. I thought it was super. Like, what happens with gravity in this show? There's a callback.
It's Rocket League gravity. Calm down.
There's a callback to literally every movie ever where Luke Cage body checks the front of a moving van and it crumples around him. Shout out Fantastic Four, the original one. Shout out probably the new one. That probably happens in a scene. I don't know, good for them. But I don't like. I don't know how to feel about this show. It's okay. I didn't like Daredevil season 2 just because. The Punisher was in it. Yeah, the Punisher was in it. But in perspective, other than the music, which I think is great, I think the music sets the tone of the film
the music
of the entire show,
because it was all around the club, right?
It was it
was all based in the club, and then you have everyone apparently, all those great singers. Come in.
Did somebody just have a stroke? All right.
Yeah, that was Matt.
That wasn't me. What?
But I really like the music in the show. I think the Marvel movies have a problem with finding a musical identity. There's this great video by What Is Happening. Somebody's just
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Are you rubbing your dumb
great soundtrack?
Are you rubbing your dumb beard against the mic, Matt?
What'd I do?
I hear a tornado going on in my ears.
Yeah. So
my fan's not on.
What's happening? Guardians of the Galaxy has a great license soundtrack, but there's no like when you think of Marvel, you can't think of a theme song. Like you can mention the Star Wars theme song, the Harry Potter theme.
Okay.
Like the Marvel movies don't have a theme. There's a great video by Every Frame of Painting about this.
Okay. So what are some pros? Give me a pro and a con, Minab, about the show.
The
music is a pro. The action is a con.
Okay, Falcone, give me a pro and a con.
Well, Minab took my action as a con.
Okay. The dramatic. Shades is a pro. The entire police department.
Take it all. It's okay.
I hated all the police procedural stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they beat on that kid in one episode. Forgot to talk about that.
The police brutality. Yeah.
There's
but again, it wasn't.
Talk about who got beat up.
Yeah, they're simultaneously there's. It was a black police officer and a black kid.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's still undertones of that.
He wails on them.
They're simultaneously persecuting police for their treatment of people in the black community, and then they're also apologizing for it because they have a PTSD episode where Misty Knight's all I got a gun pointed at me. I guess for the first time in my entire career. I don't understand. Maybe
Misty Knight has a weird arc. I understand why she's in it, why she has to be in it. She gets her fucking bionic commando arm.
Well, she gets shot in the arm, and I thought that she was going to get it then, but I don't know. We'll find out. But
no, she'll definitely get it.
At the end of the season, she's wearing her more classic comic book outfit with her just a globe of hair, a big sphere of hair.
A globe of hair.
Honestly, I think character development in general was a pro for the show. There was good character development. Luke, what the fuck's her name? Shit, Luke's ex dead girlfriend.
Reva,
yeah, they really fleshed her out in a way I didn't think they would.
Reba McEntire. Yeah, that whole his whole backstory.
The subplot.
Some acting wasn't that good.
Yeah, acting. Some of Mike Coulter did a good job overall, but some of his more pivotal scenes, I thought, well, this is a guy acting. It's not Luke Cage. This is a guy reading lines.
It's me acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The weird
no emotion.
Or not weird. I mean, the sexual tension between Luke and Night Nurse. Does everyone just fuck everyone in this universe?
Yeah.
It seems so. I mean, I'm waiting for that.
Did he
Claire,
take you out to coffee
Jessica
yet?
Jones.
Oh, there's that real cringy scene at the end where he's like, "I hear Cuban coffee is very robust."
Yeah.
And I mean, it's
he's
not. It's not enough for Rosario Dawson to call him out for being corny. It's a gross line.
There's a part when he's in the police car when on the way to Seagate, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, when he's like, we can get you some coffee at a different coffee shop, and he's like, it's not the same.
He's like, you guys made me miss out on some good dark shit or something. Something.
Yeah, yeah. It was something weird. And he's like, it's not the same.
And it's
bad acting.
And then the stakes at the end.
The reason he gets out.
The stakes at the end, there are virtually none because as soon as they show him going to Seagate, you see Ron Cephas Jones' character. What's the guy with the hat? Bobby Fish. That's his name.
Yeah, he picks up the
He
files.
finds his file immediately.
File, yeah.
So for about 50 So for about 15 seconds, you believe that Luke Cage is actually going back.
That's more of a tease of how Daredevil's going to get him out, right?
Yeah. Well, there's that.
Oh, Daredevil's in it.
Yeah. Ron Cephas Jones, the guy who plays Bobby Fish, is the father of what is her name? She's in Hamilton. Rufus, yes, exactly. Rufus from Kim Possible.
Oh, on Saturday Night Live is going to be good episodes this weekend.
Lin-Manuel Miranda is hosting Saturday Night Live this weekend. It's really going to be really good. Did you like
with 21 Pilots?
With musical guest 21 Pilots. Oh, guys, he's dead. Don Pardo is dead.
Oh yeah, he is.
Wait, I thought you were talking about 21 Pilots. I was like, what? Didn't know.
What are those? I'm an old man. What band is that?
21 Pilots?
Yeah. Heathens.
Oh, do they sing that song? All right.
Heathens, Stressed Out, Ride.
Wait, they sing another song? Oh, Stressed Out. Ride. Yeah. What is Ride? How does Ride go? Both of you sing.
Okay, I'm not singing.
I like how you both immediately looked at your thing and just shut down. Okay.
I'm not singing it, so.
Very good. I thought.
So we can't play it, so.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Oh yeah, I'm gonna spit the Method Man verse. The Method Man verse was so good. I like they brought the internet's favorite Sway from Sway in the Morning on. You guys know who Sway is? Yes? No? Is this not a relevant reference? Sway is the radio DJ he's talking to. Method Man.
Oh yeah.
Sway's like an actual person, like he's an actual.
Yeah.
Kenan Thompson does a good impression of him on Saturday Night Live. Is this Ride?
Copyright.
I don't care.
Gone. Finished.
Is this Ride?
Now.
It's hard
now.
sometimes.
Stop it now. Now.
Right.
Now. That was too long.
And you could take it from a bulletproof thug. But yeah, I recommend anyone go on Spotify. Like the best thing you'll get out of this show, go on like Spotify and look for like a Luke Cage soundtrack or a Luke Cage playlist because all the songs of the show are really great.
Imagine if Louis Armstrong was in this.
I see Luke Cage of green, cottonmouth of white, bright summer days, don't say goodnight. So it happens when you smoke weed for 45 years straight.
Okay. So, and
I think to myself, what a Power Man world. They call him Power Man a couple times.
Yeah.
And it's not believable. It's not believable any of the times. Like the Easter eggs are super forced in the show.
They are.
Less so than Jessica
the
Jones.
Hellcat Easter egg.
Which is like they couldn't get that actress to do.
There's some cat running around the city.
She's a Hellcat. Oh yeah. Oh, there's some cat running around the city.
Okay. Final thoughts.
I think it's okay. I think I'll like it more than Punisher because I think Punisher's a dumb character. But I think of the four, this is.
How dare you?
I think of the 4 seasons of Netflix shows so far that this is probably the worst. I don't know. I think it's equivalent to Daredevil season 2. I didn't really like Daredevil season 2 that much. I still think
no.
I think you'll have a good ride for the first half of the show.
Definitely lost.
Problem I'm having is when I've talked to friends and people about this, I want to go back and watch the other 3 seasons because my opinion is sort of changing every day. On any given day, the order can kind of change. I still think Jessica Jones is probably first.
You said what, like 2? How many episodes were you in when you said this was the best Marvel show?
I was about like 4 or 5 episodes in.
Her first half of the season is great. It's the U.S. presidential debate. They're rocking really good for the first half hour, and then you start talking about
and then it goes
Rosie O'Donnell, and then you just go downhill.
Yep.
It was the first half of the season is very, very good. It's very strong. And then it kind of peaks there, then it goes down a bit, kind of rises, and then it plateaus at episode 10.
Like I was as disappointed as my parents currently are with me when Cottonmouth dies.
Okay.
Because you anticipate like what is this like grand finale going to be between these two guys? Like what is this like Daredevil season 2 or season 1-esque confrontation? And then he just like dies.
It gave it a nice spin to it though, something different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you were to rate them, Minab, I'm asking everyone.
No, Falcone, Falcone, you have not said your final thoughts on it.
Oh, I don't like it. I'm sorry.
Why?
I don't like it.
Why though?
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Why?
I don't like it.
If
Liam knows the reference, what's the reference from?
I don't know. Minab likes to think that I once said
Minab?
realm for a Minecraft realm, even though I didn't own the
No, that's
realm.
not it.
No, Liam,
That's not
it's Chris.
Minab-
It's Chris
Minab-
Evans' nephew. Oh my god.
Thank you. I don't like
Alright.
it.
Oh, I don't know because
Okay.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. Okay, we're not gonna go through this right now. But Minab, rate them. Rate all the Netflix shows.
no.
Matt is
Minab
wearing a
said why he
KKK
doesn't
hoodie
like
right now. No, I'm joking.
No, Jesus.
Matt is
Minab
currently wearing a
said-
white conical hoodie.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Okay.
No,
let's
let's
calm-
be real.
calm
Minab
down
said
there.
why he didn't like it. Why don't you like it?
Calm down. The acting. I didn't like the acting.
That's reasonable. All right, moving on. Matt. Oh my god, Matt is burning a cross into my lawn. Holy shit. So,
Everyone needs to calm down right now. This is not true.
I think you cannot like the show without being racist. I think that's reasonable. So,
Rate them. Rate all the Netflix shows.
Jessica Jones, Daredevil season 1, Daredevil season 2, Luke Cage. The last two are like very close.
Okay. Liam, you got the same.
Jessica Jones is definitely first. I'm just, I don't know. I'm gonna, I don't know.
That's helpful.
Because Daredevil season 1 starts off very slow. If you guys remember, like it's very very slow. The beginning.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Those first 4
5
episodes are
episodes.
fine. 4 or 5. I don't know. I'd rather end well than like just taper off.
No.
I think the reason why he didn't
I
like
agree.
Daredevil season 2
It's because he hates blind
Is-
people.
No, it's God damn it.
Who, me?
No, I think
Why?
the reason Manav doesn't like it is because he started. It was your fault, right, Liam? Because he started.
I
on
did start
episode
this. I
two or
did
3.
start it poorly, so I had a precondition. No, but I started on like the best episode.
That is true.
So maybe I.
Yeah, but then you had to go and rewatch the first 2. Then
No,
you're
no.
like, oh shit, this is trash.
Trash.
This is trash.
No. Like it peaks at episode 3. Like it peaks at that fight. I think. I don't.
Yeah, but then you had to watch those 2 over again. And you didn't like it.
That's a dumb. That's
I don't know.
Dumb.
Like I said, so my order honestly changes without
the reason.
the first. The first pick will always be Jessica Jones. From there, it's honestly probably going to change. I think it's either Daredevil season 1, Luke Cage, Daredevil season 2, or it's Luke Cage and then the Daredevils, or it's Daredevil season 2. Like
Do
honestly,
you agree
those
that
are too
Daredevil
close.
season 1 is better than Daredevil season 2?
I don't know. I have to rewatch it. I still think Daredevil
Matt, do
season
you
1 is
agree
way
with
too
what
slow.
the correct fact I just said?
I
You
really
said it
love
was
the
correct.
Punisher. I
don't
love
like
the
that.
Punisher.
What's that?
I
Wrong.
would put Daredevil.
Wrong.
Put Daredevil.
Who said that? China. Yeah. What?
It is Jessica
Okay,
Jones
it
first.
goes. It's Jessica Jones first.
For sure.
Okay.
I think that's not arguable.
That's
You
unanimous.
guys, I know, and Minab, you didn't like. I know you didn't like the Punisher. You don't. I don't think you like the actor.
I don't like
There's
it.
no reason. You don't like the actor, but I
Although
think
Falcone,
I don't-
Daredevil
Falcone
season 2
didn't
and then
like
Daredevil
Elektra.
season 1. Then
Well,
Luke Cage.
okay. The only thing I've seen John Bernthal in is an equivalently bad show, Walking Dead. So I don't like. I don't.
What do you mean? You haven't seen Wolf on Wall Street?
Is he in that? He is in that. He's great in
He's
that.
in that.
He's amazing in that.
Sell me this pen.
He's also good in He's also good in the Shia LaBeouf movie with the tanks, Fury. He's also good in those. If you want to see,
Have you seen
John
the
Bernthal,
photos for Punisher? The season.
John
He's fucking
Bernthal-
grown a hair and grown a beard.
Oh yeah, you full on beard.
So if you wanna see John Bernthal, not
the accountant.
grunt like an asshole. Watch The Accountant, starring Ben Affleck and Anna Kendrick and other people.
Well, you don't know. You don't know that he's not grunting in that.
I've seen an early.
watched it yet?
I have an early access copy for press.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and tell the review
ahead.
of that. Go ahead.
I don't know. Have you guys seen that trailer? Like, I have no idea what it's about. It's just Ben Affleck. He's an accountant.
I think he has
with
like
a sniper,
no. I think he has like a
OCD or something.
he has OCD or something, and
but how does
obviously
that?
he's an accountant.
how
but
does
he's
that
an
mean
accountant
he's like a
for
s-
bad
s-
people?
Thank
but
you
then
for
he
watching.
tells on the bad people.
This has been episode 11 of the Quite Alright
For the
podcast,
government?
where we
Okay.
talked about Luke Cage.
And
Tune
that-
in
Liam is
to
ending
next
this.
week where we
I've been
discuss
Liam.
PlayStation VR. Will
Next
that be
week.
Will that be out by next week?
Next week.
Depends when we post it.
That's a bit of a. That's a bit of a.
Tune in to episode 12, which will be released on October 17th, 2019.
17.
For Luminfal, I've been Minab.
That was a really ending. That's a real
I've
good
been
ending.
Liam.
Thank you. Does anybody want to fucking say their name? Looking
been
forward to
Liam.
Iron Fist. Proud of you guys. Great night. I gotta urinate.
Falcone is racist.
Okay, that's besides the-
Jeez.
Jesus.
There was no like. I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I am not.
Oh my God, you're wearing a "Make America Great Again" hat. Holy shit.
Oh, I'm not the one wearing a red hat that had a red hat before.
Huge vagina.
What's your hat? What's your
Falcone wants a wall in between the states.
I'm wearing a hat
Canada.
that says "Make Donald Drumpf Again." It's a reference to the John Oliver show last week tonight. Go watch that show. It's much better than ours with a higher production value.
McDonald's.
For all of our neighbors to the south.
What's Liam saying? Liam said McDonald's.
I don't know. He's saying something about McDonald's.
What are you saying? Are you making fun of me, Minab? Huh?
Are you saying that we're morbidly obese? All right, you know what? Liam hates blind people. That's a fact. And this has really been a tailspin to the end. For all of our neighbors to the south, I'm muting everything you're saying, Liam. To all our neighbors to the south, I wish you the best of luck in the election. You know, it's all going.
You got either a crook or a dumbass as your president. Have fun.
Canada.
We got a pretty sexy prime minister.
Come on.
So GG. All right then.
GG no re.
This is about the 45th time I'm attempting to end this podcast, but I think I'm just gonna.
Don't forget.
I'm just gonna fade away.
Don't forget.
What am I forgetting?
Forget what?
Don't forget.
What am I forgetting?
To like and subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
That's I ended my audio quite a while ago.
We are. It's no secret. It's no secret that we are raking in the ad money. That we are raking in the Google AdSense money.
Oh my God. We've made $1 billion from the start of this.
It's no secret that we are richer than Vitali and fucking FouseyTube and Leafy. Like, we are richer than all of them combined. Just
did you see what FouseyTube said in his speech during?
Yeah, he it's 2016, and he said he looked gay.
Okay,
what are you
let's
doing?
actually end this now.
And Vitali pulled his dick out. Kim Kardashian got robbed. Anybody, listen, everything's fine. Who wears a $4.6 million ring? Anyways, he's been Liam. Who are you?
It's true.
What's your name?
Falcone is racist, and that is Minab. Thanks for watching.
Anyways, that's just been a real.
We're cutting that out. That's Minab's been great. Minab's been absolutely great. He's been a great person throughout all this thing.
Really appreciate
Liam,
everything you guys are saying. And all right, we have to go to
Matt.
We have to go to couples
Thanks
counseling
for
after
watching.
this. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks
Bye.
for watching.
I love you.
Later. Bye.